Stan Bowles, the epitome of the entertainer in the era of the entertainer. He was quite simply a joy to behold. The balance, the guile, the trickery and the awareness all set him aside as a true crowd pleaser. At Loftus Road, he donned the famous QPR number 10 shirt. It is said that it possesses magical powers. It certainly always seemed to, and it belonged to its previous owner, Rodney Marsh. And it was Bowles who was brought to replace Marsh. A virtually impossible task, but one he achieved with great panache. He's still a regular visitor to Loftus Road, where he's held in great esteem. It all began, though, with Manchester City in the mid-60s.
I couldn't get into that side because the Championship side was set. I mean, if you got substitute, that was an honour as well, you know. Although I was there for 5 years, I mean, I only played 17 first team game. It was the best side Manchester City ever had and never will have.
What about Malcolm Allison and Joe Mercer? How did you get on with them?
Well, Malcolm eventually sacked me, but indirectly he done me a favour because I made this sort of great comeback, if you like.
Why did he sack you?
He sacked me for never turning up for training, hanging around with the wrong people, as he called them. People I'm still hanging around with to this day in Manchester, actually.
He left Manchester City in 1970 and, after spells in the lower divisions, finally ended up in the capital.
I liked it. My wife didn't like it because, again, it's well chronicled that she eventually went back to Manchester. But once I got to London, I'd made my mind up that this was it. I was going to crack it now. And fortunately for me, I did.
Venables, mastermind in the middle of the field for them. Hazel. Good looking cross there. Gibbons was hopeful of getting in there and it fell for him again. Bowles! Yes! The goal is given. Stan Bowles has equalised.
Thomas to Francis. Bremner with Francis, helped by Clement, one in. Clement leaving it for Bowles. Venables, the quick flick, Francis, Bowles! Yes! Off a defender, I think. The equaliser credited to Bowles.
Even at 23, Bowles was confident he could replace Rangers' previous hero, Rodney Marsh.
When I joined QPR, Rodney went to Manchester City, funny enough, where I'd started off. It's ironic, really. And when I came here, nobody would wear the number 10 shirt. It was like taboo, because if you wore the number 10 shirt here, and you didn't play well, the crowd was on your back, and anybody will tell you the QPR crowd can be really nasty, you know, especially being in the middle of White City estate, which is not a friendly estate at the best of times. And I just said, I'll wear it, and the first game I scored, and after that, I never took the shirt off. Well, not for a long time, anyway.
So we're going on, and Rangers are at 10 men as the free kick's taken, and Bowles takes the shot now, and he gets equaliser. There it is, 1-1. 15 minutes into the second half, and Stan Bowles, a very happy number 10. And Thomas absolutely streaking up for Rangers. Over this side is Bowles. Has he seen him? He has. He can't miss it, surely. He didn't. What a glorious move out.
It's another corner. No, it's not. The ball not out of play yet. But now they can come away. And Thomas, the man, probably the fastest of all, and Bowles onside. Siddle's come roaring out of his goal. Now, what will Bowles do? Onto the left foot, he'll hope. No, onto the right foot. That's there. That's two. And that's Bowles. That's got every man off his seat.
I like playing here because of the crowd used to be right on top of you. They're a little bit further back now. And David Webb used to always say that was my theatre, you know. Because I never to get changed 5 minutes before the kick-off. And they couldn't believe it down there, you know.
Why?
Well, because you're supposed to start getting changed about 2:10 or something like that, you know. Get warmed up and everything. I didn't used to come into the betting shop till 3:15. So the betting shop's right next door to the ground, by the way.
What did they make of you? Did Gordon Jago just say, you know, do your own thing?
Well, Gordon stood for it, and Dave Sexton didn't like it for a while, but then he got used to it. He just ignored it, basically. As long as I'd done it out there, he was all right.
Literally, you used to be in the betting shop till 2:45, and then...
I used to come in here and get changed, yeah. It's well known. I'm not telling lies, they'll tell you. I think the latest I got in the dressing room was about 5 to 3, something like that. Dave went spare that day, but I still played.
Masson. Bowles. Still Bowles. Will this be the fourth? Yes! Stanley Bowles.
Phil Collins used to come down here quite a bit. In actual fact, I can remember meeting Phil Collins here one game, and the unfortunate thing was because Genesis, I used to love Genesis, and he was one of my idols and all that. And Ron Jones, who used to work here as the sort of publicity sort of agent or whatever, arranged for me to meet Phil Collins this day. But unfortunately, I'd had a big bet on a horse, and then when I came in, I see Phil here with his bobble hat on and everything. I said, "Sorry, Phil, I can't stay. I've got to go down to a betting shop."
Off Brady for Francis. This might be the chance for the break now for Queen's Park Rangers. Bowles going up on the left, Francis going well. And the shot by Bowles, yes! 1-1.
In 1976, Queen's Park Rangers emerged as title contenders. Under Dave Sexton's management, they came to the last game of the season with a simple equation before them. If they beat Leeds United and Liverpool lost to Wolves a few days later, the championship would be theirs.
Francis, Masson, now Bowles challenging Hunter. Bowles shooting, there was a deflection and a shot by Francis, and an incredible reflex save by Harvey. McClintock puts it in, header by Holland, and it's in! Gibbons the cross, and Thomas has scored! Rangers on the break, 4 against 3. And here's Stanley Bowles with an acre of space. Francis calling for the near post ball. And it's got in by Bowles!
Despite the victory, it was still in Liverpool's hands, and typical of their greatness, they snatched Rangers' glory. It still rankles with Bowles.
We played Liverpool down here. We beat them 2-0 first game of the season, I believe. And we were literally taking the mickey. It should have been 4 or 5-0. And I think they can class themselves very fortunate to win the league that year. Everybody knew we had the best side. And we just, we was unbeaten at home, but we lost a few, we had a few dodgy draws at places like, you know, Leicester and what you'd call Mickey Mouse teams at the time, you know. I mean, teams would get like Leicester and Burnley. I used to draw my bonus before that game. When we was playing the Bush, I used to go into Ron Phillips, who was the secretary then, and he'll tell you. I used to say, "Look, Ron, give us the £100 because this is a walkover tomorrow." And he used to get it as well. That's true. That's how confident we was, you know.
That side, though, soon broke up. And in December 1979, Bowles joined Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest. There, he won his first medal, the European Super Cup. But so unhappy was he at the City Ground, he didn't want to keep it.
It was the only medal I'd won, yeah. Because in the league, when we nearly won the championship, there was no runners-up medals, and they'd gone away with it. And a friend of mine, just his little boy, was just looking at it one day. I said, "You can have it if you want it," and that was it. Because I didn't have very good memories of Notts Forest at all, really. Apart from the people up there, the people were very nice where I lived, and people in the team were all right, but as part, you know, Cloughie was thorn in the side, really. He's only seen like twice a week, so on a normal week, if you were lucky. So I wasn't playing in the first team, so it didn't make any difference. For the last 4 months, we used to communicate by rumour.
His 7 years at QPR are the ones that he will treasure the most. A modest man away from football, he still loves the game and enjoys talking about those great days of the 70s.
I think I was very lucky to play as long as I did, because a lot of players don't play half as long as me. I mean, they all said I'd be finished after about 2 years, but once again I proved them wrong. They said I'd never play for England, but I did. They said I'd never come back from the 4th division to the 1st, but I did. I miss it for about 10 seconds and it passes. Just when I see the crowd now and again out here, that's all.
What's the biggest bet you've ever had?
£4,000.
On what?
On a dog.
Did you have a tip for it?
It lost, yeah.
And what does it do to you there?
Well, it crucifies you at the time, but
Would you?
a gambler you're immune to these things at the end of the day. I'd have to still say I'm a gambler because I still have a bet, but not like I used to do in the old days.
Do you regret it? Do you regret getting involved in gambling?
Sometimes when I think like some of the personal things have happened to me, it's definitely a cause for gambling.
You would have been a far richer man as well, wouldn't you?
I think so, yeah. But would I be so happy?
Stan Bowles. In part 2 we meet Mike Summerby. But can you identify this famous number 10 who can still reproduce great goals like this, even now?